Good afternoon, Anurag.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, Anurag, we begin with your introduction.
Yes, sir. So my name is ANURAG KUMAR. I was born in Patna, Bihar. My father was working there as an audit officer. Post partition, he chose Jharkhand, so we moved on to Ranchi, Jharkhand, where I have done my schooling from DAV Health and DPS Ranchi. Afterwards, I did my graduation in civil engineering from Jadavpur University, Kolkata, West Bengal. I've also worked for about a year in private sector, primarily L&T construction. Sir, for maintaining my physical health, I like doing strength training and managing my emotional well-being. I like singing, sir.
Okay. So, Anurag, you are from Bihar, and if we talk about Bihar, Bihar is ravaged by floods every year.
Yes, sir.
Now, if we see from the context of forests, how you think flood brings water, but floods bring devastation of forest and forest life also.
Yes, sir.
So, why forests, are affected by floods and how?
The forests are affected by flood in the same manner, sir, like like similar other landscapes in the northern plains. It is primarily in Bihar, if we say specifically, it is because of the huge silt load that these rivers carry from the Himalayas, and these rocks are relatively new, so more and more mm, silt load adds to these rivers, and this ultimately leads to floods.
No, I'm not asking why floods happen. What are the effect on whatever forest you have in Bihar? How
Yes,
does
sir.
it affect? How does it, negatively affect?
Sir, it does negatively affect the flood, wherein large-scale waterlogging does happen in many of the forested areas. Also, apart from few protected areas that we have in Bihar, we the floodplains are also regularly flooded. But things have improved in recent times, sir, uh, with
Okay.
construction of embankments, etc.
So Bihar is agrocentric state,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So I presume that agroforestry is one of the methods by which some forests or maybe can be increased or the cover can be increased.
Yes, sir.
How do you think Bihar is doing on agroforestry area?
So Bihar government and the forest department is working on a Krishi Vaniki Yojana, which is specifically designed for agroforestry in Bihar, which has large tracts of privately owned land but little available forest land. So we are planting actively species, and we also have plantation drives in Bihar also, sir. Species like which are favorable to the local climate, like Magnifera indica mango, Syzygium cumini, jamun, and also wood-bearing trees like Dalbergia sisu, that is shisham, and other fruit species like Psidium guajava. These are actively encouraged. Has also been part of tradition also in Bihar, but the government is also looking to encourage these things.
Okay, good. So tell me, what 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 are the climate change effects on the forests?
So the climate change effects on the forest are like for instance the higher temperature, global temperature. This would impact the migration patterns of different species and also increases the transpiration rate of trees. This also adds to the load upon the trees. Plus, with other effects of climate change like extreme weather events, extra undue stress comes upon these forests.
Mhm.
Uh, yes, sir,
Okay,
these are few.
all right. Thank you, Anurag. I pass on to Mr. Sandeep.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. So, Anurag,
Sir.
mysteries of the universe,
Yes,
which
sir.
are the ones that baffle you?
So these days, the talks about dark matter and dark energy and how they are responsible for universe's expansion This is something that I am curious about. Also, there are questions of Fermi paradox where that is with regards to aliens and other extraterrestrial intelligent civilizations. This also intrigues me a lot, sir.
And what are the mysteries of the forest?
So the mysteries of forest would be that.
Mhm.
Can I think a moment, sir?
Please go on.
Sir, I think interaction between tree species mutually, their communication patterns, how they alert each other. For instance, when we have deforestation, I've read that some trees alert other trees, and then these trees emit different chemicals. And so there is large scale communication that goes on through soil and other ways also. So this is also somewhat mysterious, and research is going on in this field, sir. Also, different species, different animal species, they are able to sense things in the forest or happenings in the forest much more than we as humans can do. These are also one of the mysteries.
Tell me, are there some tree species in Africa, African jungles, which capture any moving life object and just subsume it?
Yes, so there are many insectivorous species which come up with very attractive flowers. And then these
Okay.
flowers are almost like dens and wells in which insects just get down there and their wings get trapped into it. Then the flowers' petals also close their gates also. So there are many such species.
Okay. So, who are the writers upon wildlife and such stories abroad and in India?
I won't be able to name a
Uh,
writer. I have just
Never
known
mind.
few.
But since you talked about mysteries, when you want to explore mysteries, you want to read also. So there are very eminent writers upon wildlife. Uh, Manators of Kumau. Who wrote that?
I have not done extensive readings around islands.
Have you heard the name of a person upon whose name a national park is named?
So
Conserve.
Jim Corbett
Yes,
was one of. Yes.
yes. So, Anurag, now come to talk of the management of forests.
Yes, sir.
Every state has got different forest cover, different species, different terrain. But suppose I ask you to draw out a national plan. What will be your main focus areas? Say five or six.
So my focus areas would be in line with national commitments like our NDCs and a long-term goal in short term, sir, and a long-term goal of carbon neutrality, net neutral nation by 2070. The priority areas would include, sir, first of all, achieving the 33% of forest and tree cover, and even more if possible in urban areas. Also, sir, biodiversity conservation, I would like to introduce more and better technologies. For instance, gene conservation, and we have such atmospheres in Ladakh, we can do it also. So, if that kind of gene banks can be established more and more in our country in medium term. And on the front of net neutrality, sir, I think though it is beyond the scope of forest services, but again, energy security and energy transition would also, if waste management and similar sectors can do some help on that, though it is beyond forest services scope, but this will be a long term.
Are there some international guidelines by a body at the global level?
Regarding what, sir?
Are there some international guidelines from a body at the global level, a UN body on forest?
Yes, sir, we have forestry principles, uh, and we also have regional body, but that's not the part of it. But food and agricultural organization also does some work. There is a major body, sir. I'm forgetting the name of that body.
There's a called United Nations Forum on Forests, UNFF.
Yes, sir.
Please read about it. Okay, now last question. Flute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you like playing the flute, Hindi music, Bollywood music
Yes,
songs?
yes, sir. Actually, I can barely play the sargam, the seven notes. So when I get to
You still learning?
come to know the notes of a song, then I can play some parts, say 15 seconds, 20 seconds of it. Not a
Okay,
pro. That's,
okay. Thank you, Anurag. Over to Madhvi.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you, Anurag.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. So, Anurag, you're a civil engineer.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me one majestic uh, infrastructure in India.
In India,
Yes.
ma'am, the Chenab Bridge is recently the biggest engineering marvel that we have in our country.
Because of?
And because of the height at which it has been constructed and the underlying technology that has been used, like the stabilization technologies, in which we have reinforced the rocks by different chemicals and to ensure the stability of the structure. It is also earthquake resistant. To make that kind of superstructure earthquake resistant, that is also a very big achievement.
Okay. So, you observed our parliamentary building.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about the very important observation of civil engineer?
And new parliament building is a green building, and apart from the point of civil engineering, like uh, it's earthquake resistant, it's a green building. Its capacities are mindful of the proposed increase in the number of MPs and MLAs. Then its technology wise also uh, it is.
Okay, Anurag. Tell me some innovative measure to improve our green cover or forest cover in India.
Ma'am, what kind of measures? Sorry, ma'am.
Some innovative or some unique measures that you wanted to give to improve our forest cover or tree cover in India.
Okay. Ma'am, though not, I mean, nascently innovative, but Miyawaki technique is one of them for increasing urban cover. Similar studies can also help in creating uh, agro on the basis of agroclimatic zonation and biogeographical regionalization of an area. We can create forests which are mindful of the species that were present over there and the kind of ecosystem cooperation was there. Uh,
One situation in which there is a tribal village in which there is an animal which is being sacrificed, and this animal was found to be endangered species or critically endangered. As a forest officer, what would you do?
Now, this species is protected under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It's endangered, and hence there are penalties and there are punishments that is available for it. But for that, I will need cooperation from the police department as well. So, first of all, ma'am, if the sacrifice is going for a long time, we need proper connection with the people, and IEC programs would be needed. A cooperation of the people would be necessary, ma'am, because it's a traditional thing and also an emotional thing for them. So we can utilize these festivals, gatherings, local gatherings, and PRIs, Panchayati Raj institutions. After PESA, I assume they have that. So we can utilize them. The leaders, for example, every tribal group has a religious kind of leader. For example, in Jharkhand, we have Pahans, Mundas, which lead them. they can be made more aware of the situation and the importance of preservation. And with their cooperation, slowly we can achieve it. That has been also achieved in states like Nagaland. Today, Hornbill is conserved like that. So that can be achieved. And if still there are some rogue elements who would not like to be, would not like to follow, then they will face the music of law with the cooperation of the police department.
It seems there is something called as dark energy and dark matter.
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you think we can be able to understand this and create a picture of our universe?
Ma'am, today the accepted norm is about accepted understanding is about a expanding universe whose rate of expansion is also accelerating. So dark matter and dark energy come into picture by explaining this fact that why is the universe expanding? It is expanding because the dark energy, which is a negative pressure energy, that leads to expansion, and then there is a cosmic tug of war also going on where dark matter tries to pull the universe. Ultimately, since dark energy is around 68%, while dark matter is roughly around 26%, the fact may be wrong, ma'am. So dark energy wins and the acceleration is happening. That is how they explain the present universe dynamics.
My last question is wormholes. Do you believe it exists? And will it create distortion in our Earth?
A belief in hypothesis would be a tricky terrain for me to say, use the word belief. But yes, the hypotheses have been given by reputed people. Mr. Stephen Hawkins has also talked about. So there are chances of its existence. Now, the major question is about human experience. Even if wormholes exist, they would be so tiny that it is not possible for a consciousness within a human body. I mean, if consciousness travel, that would be a very different thing. But within a human body, I think it's not that we can experience.
Thank you, Anurag. Thank you so much.
Anurag, privatization of space sector.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you think it is going to benefit India?
The privatization of space sector, first of all, will benefit India in terms of offloading of routine aspects of routine works of space sector. For example, launching of satellites. These will be taken over by private sector. Then, apart from that, sir, a whole range of supply chain, the backward and forward linkages will be developed around this industry. That will help in creating jobs also and technological innovation, etc. as well. Apart from this, sir, space is a race. So the more and more routine and mundane aspects are transferred towards the private sector, the more ISRO can focus upon exploration, interplanetary exploration. Recently, we came to know that US has dropped
Anurag,
its.
okay, good. Anurag, in dense forests, communication is an issue.
Yes, sir.
Now, we are dependent, or we are trying to take the services of Starlink of Elon Musk.
Yes, sir.
Now, can we not develop a similar technology to see that communication from dense forest areas is also possible and we don't have to depend on any foreign technology?
So one way can be our own indigenous satellite technology. I think Airtel is working upon it with some European companies, like I think OneWeb is its name. The other thing could be a different kind of technology altogether, but that would need infrastructure within the forest.
So, Anurag, wish you all the best. You may now leave the screen.